Now we're about to fit the pod filter. Ellis, would you like to pop the bonnet, please?
It would be my pleasure, good sir. There she blows.
Yes. As you can see, we need to do a bit of cure rusting, and there's some leaves to be removed a bit.
It does look a bit like a nature reserve in here.
It does.
That's the bit that goes on the throttle body.
Yeah.
That's where it should go. That's where it's nice and cold.
So we take out
all this.
pipe onwards, and then this mounting of the airbox.
Yeah, but I think there might be another one in here that might be a bit restrictive.
It's £10 for the pipe.
Yeah.
Complimentary filter from you.
Which was £10 anyway.
Yeah, but which is technically complimentary to me because you paid that,
yeah.
And you have donated it to Mr. Project Civic. So realistically, our modified car stands at £290 with a pod filter. We've now familiarised ourselves with a YouTube video that basically shows this being removed.
Yeah, there's it's fairly basic. There's only a couple of bolts
And then this
here and down this bit where something's died.
But if you wanted to use a big induction chrome pipe, you would remove this whole housing and then it just goes into there. But because we don't need to, we're just going to remove this pipe and this.
We've not bought a kit.
And this is a budget mod.
This is very much a budget build, this entire thing.
Shows you what you can realistically get for about 300 quid.
Not really.
Yeah.
I think realistically for 300 quid, you wouldn't get one of these. We got lucky with this.
No, we didn't. That was the universe saying, yeah, you deserve this. And it's about time that we actually get round to cleaning it up and doing stuff.
So there's 4 clips here. Just pop them off. They're made of metal, so you don't have to worry about snapping.
What are you doing?
Taking out this filter.
Why?
Because we don't need it. If we've got a pod filter, it'll just restrict it. Because we're going to keep this box, right?
So we're just going to use the box as an airflow?
Basically, yeah. This
Maybe.
feels actually in pretty good nick.
I was going to say, it is cardboard though. I thought if it was mesh, we'd have kept it in there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we've removed the panel filter as Ellis has just shown, and I've questioned because I'm like, do I want lots of components of my car taking out?
We can always keep them.
Yeah, so then clip this back on.
Just gotta remove this pipe. Now, careful not to smash your hand
on one of
on
those things.
metal doodads, yeah. Comes out
Very good.
fairly easily, and it's flexible. So,
Now unbolt this box.
Yep.
I'd say that's a 10mm.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Place your bets. Is it 10?
Yeah, it's a 10.
The 10 will be there. It just won't be where the 10mm is. If not, use a 10mm spanner. Ellis is now going to undo this.
That righty tighty lefty loosey.
Go the way you're going. Pull, pull, pull. There we go.
Came out very easily. That is a nice bolt. No, that's not long enough.
Put the other extension on.
I heard you like extensions.
Yeah.
So put extensions on your extensions.
It's all about extensionino. Honda called Valak.
It's an EJ though, isn't it?
Well, according to what I've read, it's either an EJ or an EK, but if you do search EK on Watch My Paint...
Sorry. There was no preventing that, and you knew it.
If we, if you search this on YouTube, it comes up with both EJs and EKs. Because
Rest in peace.
yeah.
And
One left then.
one left. My poor little handies were never the same. I like how they've there's a dint in the filter so you can get a socket through it.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Japanese do think ahead when they're designing things like this and removing any type of part.
I have no idea what's going on with that bolt.
Shall I have a go?
I think it might just be easier to undo that one there because that's a mount.
Well, put it over it.
Sorry.
It looks bigger.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Get a bigger one.
I think it's a 12.
It looks absolutely demolished as well.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking.
In which case, you can...
I why does the 12 got to be a little baby one? What's wrong with that?
I can probably pull it out sideways if you hold this. It's got like a plastic thing that holds it. Have I got enough pull? Yep.
There we go. Do you want to take it out? Job
Yeah,
done.
as you can see, look. You can actually slide them out when you've unbolted the rest. That's why you can't unscrew it.
That makes sense.
Right. It's not holy, but it's not good. Not bad actually. I've seen worse.
It's a fairly decent amount of space.
Yeah.
I guess that's the benefit of having the 1.4. It's not all filled up with engine.
Yeah.
So this is what we've taken out so far.
Scrubber, cure rust, a hobby knife, and some kitchen roll.
A recipe for success.
Yeah. Brand new as well.
Hmm.
Still solid, which is nice. But as you can see, it's needs doing now rather than any other time in the future. Otherwise.
Since we've got easy access to it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we've got easy access forever now, haven't we? Really?
Yeah. The other thing about a pod filter, it frees up some space in the engine bay because it's usually smaller than the factory airbox.
Oh, considerably.
German.
Looks a bit better in there. And use this
So it looks a lot better now. There's not a bunch of.
nice scrubby thing. Yeah, I love it. Ruby.
Dramatic reveal.
Get ready for the sick reveal of my show car. Yeah, okay, bike helmet, bit of wood, RSC jack, and ta-da! But yeah, I think that was a different colour at one point. I think in my mind it was orange, so I bought orange and red.
Oh dear. It seems like the kind of plastic that would.
I don't know.
My pod filter never had any plastic on it.
Did you take the string off as well then?
No, the string's like
Yep.
part of it.
Yeah, but the string's not really stuck. Well, this is bargain induction pipe, isn't it?
Oh, yours is actual string.
Yes. Because that's it. Tonight we'll pop the bonnet and really look the part. Now, what we will do in time is do some tasteful modifications. This is purely and simply to see. This is getting annoying. It's like Christmas without...
It's like aggressive Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody's halls are getting decked.
Okay, they've given us some nice blue bits there, just for a bit of a colour effect.
I think we should take the string off.
I think it'll probably burn off in time.
I think that would be worse than just taking it off now. I think we do need to cut it down to size. What are we going to just like have it sort of go around?
Well, here's the interesting thing. It fits perfectly at this end, and not at that end.
Jubilee clip.
No.
Told you should have measured both ends. and
You
not just
can't
the-
get one end at one size and one size at the other end. It's not possible. Because otherwise you tube. That's why he got that Wales whatever.
Yeah.
Big at one end,
That was
small
like
at
an
the other.
adapter type.
Yeah.
Because it's a good foot
How-
longer than.
And the rest.
Do you want to just have it hanging out?
Well, I was
Like,
thinking just maybe a bit truck-like out of the, maybe out the bonnet, cut a hole in it and point it
Snorkel.
upwards. Yeah, snorkel. Well, it looks more like one of those exhausts off a big rig.
Kind of.
Okay, so
I think you could tighten that with Jubilee clip.
now
and
we
it would
can.
be
We'll get
fine.
Jubilee around there now.
Yeah.
Like entering a Booth's supermarket. How much would you like, sir?
I
What do
think
we reckon.
cut off the blue bit because it just looks bad.
Well, yeah, definitely. So, are we wanting something like that into there?
Yeah, and have the filter just sort of rest in that
So
bit.
here, would we say?
That'll do. Yeah.
That's a far better cut than the one we received, to be honest.
I know, right?
Or it would be when I can see what I'm cutting.
Got to cut through the wire now.
String. Oh, the actual wire.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Can you get the wire cutters out of the the driver's door, please?
Snippity snip snip. Where is it? There we go. Oh, it doesn't want to do it.
It will. Proper clamp down hard. There we go.
And the string.
That's the string. Weirdly, the string is harder. Right, hold this and I will cut it with the knife. It's warm. I don't think we need to leave the cutters on it.
Decoration.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Wait, you just do like a big chop like a butcher, like what?
I kind of aim for that with the bread to be the pipe. This would do maybe as a fancy dress elephant. And put the cone in. Right, we'll put the cone in the other end because we know for a fact it fits in the other end very clearly.
I think we need to get a clamp on that end as well.
Yeah, we do. Okay, so
It's funny because people normally get a black pipe and a red air filter.
yeah, well, we had to do the other with
yeah,
we had no
we've gone
choice.
the opposite. I think
It's
that's
fine.
still a bit too long.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Oh no, no.
Yeah, see?
And it keeps away from the toasty engine.
Yeah, well, exactly. And it doesn't look half bad.
Not really, we got the ram air filter facing up.
Yeah. Okay, I can't find Jubilee clips, so the next best thing. Bear in mind, this is a budget modification, so it suits very well. The way we did Ellis's. Chunky tie wrap.
Zip ties, yes.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You pulled it out the bag this time, Ben.
I know. Well, I went in and I knew I had two ready for the golf, and I can't find them. And then we'll hide the fitment, and it'll look dazzling.
It'll look legit.
Yeah.
And will sound, hopefully, a lot better.
Well, yeah.
Really get it on there because that's.
I'm gonna have to do it this way. And turn
Maybe
it
even
round.
put two.
It should be right.
Well, that's the beauty of zip ties there, actually.
Yeah,
Cheap.
we're gonna have to leave it like that because there's no way I can turn that.
Let's start her up.
Right, let's just make sure that everything's nice and safely positioned.
Moment of truth. Yeah. That sounds so much better. Standard exhaust, just a pod filter.
Okay. Some final aesthetic touches when it goes through.
If you wanted a real aesthetic touch, you wouldn't have chosen red, but you know.
Yes, I would. Well, it's actually orange, but it wasn't actually the orange I went for. It's I thought it'd be more orange, whereas it's kind of,
Drain pipe.
I don't know. It could be old school drain pipe colour, I suppose. Ah, yes. What's the name? Porcelain or whatever it was.
It looks
Like
like
the clay ones.
the Bill and Ben flower pot men.
Yeah. Right. So somehow we need to,
And shorten it.
or we limit its movement.
Totally just. In case you haven't realised, Ben is wearing a Ram Air t-shirt.
Aha. It's a little battered and broken and beaten, but
That's why it was cheap.
still sounds good.
But yeah, it still does the job.
Yeah,
Works
exactly.
fine on the
Increases
Fiesta.
airflow and all that.
Yeah.
So, ideally, we want it like that, don't we? But
Yeah.
this is probably the accelerator cable, so the last thing I'm going to tie wrap it to is an accelerator cable. You put it there, and it looked quite cool there.
Yeah.
Can you grab that?
And
Not around that one, the other one. Oh, actually, yeah, that'll do.
the gimbal is going mental.
Yeah. Right, that's on there.
There we go.
So, and then put this there.
I think we need a tie up around it though.
Yeah, we definitely do now. We don't need another one there, actually. That one's fine.
No.
Nice modification. I'm sure my fuel economy will suffer.
To be honest, if I was just like cruising about in the Fiesta, the pod filter and even the exhaust didn't actually do that much to the fuel economy.
That's good.
But if you're on it, then it definitely drains quicker.
Yeah.
100%.
Let's put it there.
I think it is better to use a zip tie than a Jubilee clip here, because I know for a straight fact that the opening of the pod filter isn't 100% circular.
Ah, right.
I think the rest of the engine bay needs a
Because
proper
the water
tidy
won't be
up.
red
but-
hot, will hit. Can't talk. We'll have to see how it copes with. Well, if in doubt, you just put the airbox in the boot, don't you?
Yeah.
And then if we do require it, it's in the car. As you can see, we've removed this, and we've added this and that. So yeah, pod filter. Ram air as well.
Hence the t-shirt.
Yes. Nice. That can't go anywhere, that can't go anywhere, that can't go anywhere, and that can't go anywhere. So yeah, pretty good. All in all, successful modification at a budget price. £10 for the pipe, complimentary from Ellis, which cost him £10 at the time. So we've got a modification for our car show tonight.
Yes.
What we really want to do is trap this car at some point, but maybe we'll need a new engine for that, but we'll see what we can get out of this one first. So we fitted the pod filter and I can feel it breathing far better now. I mean, you just literally, you can hear it there, but that is quite a difference. It's definitely more responsive near the bottom of the pedal.
If you want a cheap mod that completely changes the way your car feels, pod filter.
Yeah, certainly. Well, I say I've always had panel filters, like K&N's, ram air.
Pod filters
Hybrids.
just tend to look better, really.
Yeah, well that's it. Here's a 3,500. Nice. That's only 5,100, and this will rev up to 7.5.
And now we've got the issue with the brake caliper sorted.
Yeah.
It's even quicker.
Mini wheel spin. Far quicker. 60. Yeah, it makes all the difference. Whereas some modifications make a lot of noise and give you absolutely no power. I mean, realistically, we're going to be looking at maybe a maximum of 3 brake horsepower, but more likely about 1.5. Yes.
It's great as it sort of reverberates through the cabin. You can feel it in your.
It's not unbearable though, is it?
It's not unbearable. It's not drony at all.
As you can see, a blind bend. Anyway, the thing I like about this pod filter is, if I then go into 4th and then 5th, you can hardly tell it's there. We do have a suicidal hen and a bunny.
You thought you were beeping it out.
Come on! Thank you, go back in. It has wings, use them. I got a little bit of pop as well.
Yeah.
Successful tunnel test. You can now hear what a Honda EK hatch sounds like with a pod filter.
And the consensus is it sounds quite good for a 1.4.
It really does. And it's a really, really budget mod, isn't it?
Yeah. It basically doesn't get more budget noise
No.
short of taking your exhaust off.
Plus the difference is, unlike taking your exhaust off, it actually does give you a noticeable difference in driving.